do?
Everything about you.
Ow.
I am inside your head. You are a loser, Eddie.
You gonna eat anybody else?
Most likely.
Oh, God. What the hell are you? We are Venom.
Hello and welcome to another Ouroboros figure review. Today we'll be doing the Toy Era Parasitic Deluxe version. It comes with one of the biggest freaking accessories I've ever seen. But if you can hear a slight humming, the windows are open and the fan is going because it is freaking hot. And I've got little Mamiya with me today, so if he squawks or does something silly, please don't mind it. But anyway, he just doesn't leave me alone, you know. But let's get into it. As you can see, this is how I have it posed in the cabinet behind me. Looks epic, looks awesome. And yeah, like I said, the biggest accessory I've ever seen. Like, you do get two versions. You get this one and the one with just the figure, with the half chain to the hand. And we'll go through accessories a little later. But yeah, let's get into the review. Alright, as always, let's get into the box art. Not overly too much going on with this guy. I have to say, it is a lot smaller than an average Hot Toy. As you can see, here's the Stan Lee figure. It's significantly bigger. Not that the Eddie Brock comes with a lot, but yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys the size of it. I was so surprised on how small it was compared to the shipping box. It's quite large, easily 3 or 4 times the size of this guy. But yeah, you've got a nice glossy V there. You've got a vinyl kind of matte finish to this. You've got the Parasitic in bright silver. You've got some goopy stuff on the side here to indicate that it's Venom. You've got a Venom picture in there, some writing. Same on that side. And then there is a small Venom and Eddie Brock picture in here. Alright, here we have the accessories of the standard edition of the Parasite figure. It's pretty good. I think it's too little for what it is. I think the big hand and the transformation head is probably the best thing about it, and that's kind of all you really need for I suppose an Eddie Brock figure, not necessarily a Venom figure. So as you can see, you get 6 hands, 1 transformation hand, and 2 head sculpts. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you get the standard fisted hands, which it looks nice, it's painted well. You got some blemishes on his hand. The paint on all of the hands are pretty much the same, so it's still really good. You got just like relaxed hands or maybe gripping hands for something. Not really sure what he would be gripping. Yeah, these kind of clawing hands. Almost as if it's reaching out for something or someone. I pose my figure with this guy, just with this guy, because it looks really good with the massive accessory that we get, which I'll get to in a minute. You get 2 head sculpts, 1 standard, just Tom Hardy from the movie. Looks really nice. Do like the likeness, looks really good. We'll talk about that in a bit. And a transformation head, which actually looks absolutely awesome. I love this head sculpt. Half and half for sure. Looks great. Here we have the transformation hand, or the already gooped up hand. It looks really nice, very shiny, very sleek. The few issues that I have with it is this comes off extremely easy. But again, it is just a third-party figure, and I do like it. The range of movement is fine. You kind of just pull his arm off and then put this back on. The paint job is really nice. There is slight veins, like white veins going throughout it. Very, very slight. I'd say them almost like a very dark grey to a medium grey color. They don't look that bad. They don't look that good. But they're there, and see if you can kind of see it. Kind of see it just running along here. Those grey parts there. It looks nice. I do like it. Nothing really too much you can do about it. I just love this glazed glass, goopy, wet look to it. It's pretty much exactly what it looked like in the movie, and I love it. It looks great. And here we have Tom Hardy, and the likeness for this is really, really nice. Kind of a sweaty look where his hair is stuck to his forehead, and that's actually like sculpted and painted hair. So they have like the individual strands look amazing and painted really, really well. It looks really good. I absolutely love the head sculpt of this, and it really does bring Tom Hardy to life. You know, it looks amazing. I think the Hot Toys really kind of missed the ball when they didn't do a Tom Hardy head sculpt for the new Venom Hot Toy coming out, and it looks great. The hair is probably the best part about this. Besides the fact that it's Tom Hardy and it looks almost exactly like him, I just love the work on this. The paint on it is amazing. You got the 5 o'clock shadow of his beard, and you know, he looks like he's been through hell. I wouldn't say this rivals or competes with Hot Toys, but other than that, like it is done superbly. I don't think they could have done a better job. Hot Toys might have, but we don't know because there is no head sculpt. I just think the likeness looks amazing on this guy. It looks really good. He's done really well, and yeah, I absolutely love it. Here is what we are here for today. The half transformation head sculpt. It looks epic. You've got these strands coming in, and the strands are raised, as well as similar to the normal head sculpt where all these fine lines are sculpted and just painted on there. So there's two kinds of depth to this figure. You know, it looks, or the smaller strands of this figure, which looks amazing. You got some teeth coming in here that are raised, and on top here, I love that. It looks absolutely awesome. And then the side here looks great. I do like the way it's sculpted, how it's kind of like a rough look. The only problem I have with this is that it's not sleek and shiny like this guy. So it kind of doesn't match, which is fine. But I think they did that so they could get the shininess on the eye as well as the teeth a little bit better. But look at those teeth, man. Let me get a better closer up of that. So look at those teeth. Those teeth are sculpted, and then it looks like there's another layer on top to bring out that sadistic, crooked mouth of his, you know? I'm sorry if this is out of focus. This is the closest I can get. But look at the detail in that. It looks amazing. I'll get the other head sculpt in here about the hair too. But look at that. It absolutely blows my mind. And the gums on the side just look awesome. You never think it went up that high on his face. But it really did. I had to go back into the movie and check it out. And the glossiness just looks amazing. They did an excellent job there. And here's a close-up of this portrait here. As you can see, there's sculpted hair, and then there's those just small strands painted through there, which just gives it that extra bit of detail, extra bit of depth, you know? It looks amazing. Nice glossy eyes. Absolutely epic. Alright, here's the figure. Here is what, I thought he looked pretty cool having his hands in his pockets, considering that they can actually fit his hands in his pockets. Which I can't say for most female clothing or jeans or something. Oh, my fiance is always complaining about it. Anyway, so it looks really cool. I do like this kind of like pose where he's, you know, going about his day. It looks pretty cool. I have a bit of a story about him too. So he was the first, to my knowledge, of a Venom movie figure, 1/6 scale figure, and I loved it from the get-go. The transformation hand, the transformation head. I didn't even see the deluxe version when it came with the massive statue of the goopy Venom, and it looked awesome. It looked epic, and it was kind of from the get-go one of my grails, and I had no idea where to pre-order it. So I didn't. I left it. I'll just wait for it to come up on eBay, and I did, and I regretted it. But yeah, I found one for a decent-ish price, and my fiance helped me. So I bought it straight up, and I was so excited, so happy, couldn't wait for him to come out. or come home and me just play with him and stuff. And yeah, like 2 days later they announced Hot Toys Venom. I was kind of upset. I was really upset because I probably wouldn't have got this guy if I knew that Hot Toys was going to do a Venom. But that's okay. I ended up getting this guy, and I think they'll still pair really nicely. But yeah, that's kind of the story of this guy, and it kind of sucks. But at the same time, I'm still happy I have him. He's an awesome Eddie Brock, and he looks really cool. So let's get into the detail of this guy, shall we? Alright, as usual, we'll start from the bottom. Looks nice, looks pretty good. Shoes look okay. They're not absolutely amazing. The texture on it is kind of washed out. I think that's just due to mass production, which is cool. And then you've got, obviously you've got like the little red, almost predator looking target thing in the back there. This is something crazy, right? So these are Reeboks, and it actually says Reebok down here. I never really thought that, you know, due to licensing issues, like they could do stuff like that, but I don't think third-party companies care that much, considering that they are kind of ripping off a movie or a game or whatever to begin with. So the fact that they actually got Reebok down there is just like another risk, and I'm completely happy. I would have just had like gibberish written there or something. This side is kind of funny though. It's written the same but backwards, so it's just mirrored, which is kind of funny, but nothing too flash about it. These are the shoes that he was wearing in the movie, and I give him points for accuracy for that, and I do like them. So yeah. Alright, here we have the legs. Really cool, not too bad, not too shabby. I do like the kind of staining on it, the acid, I think it's called acid wash, these like lighter parts, I'm not entirely sure. But the acid wash looks really nice. The blue is pretty much exactly how you want it. The jeans look good, they look like jeans, they look, you know, epic. They even got like little holsters, not holsters, but like the little tabs on the back here for where the belt goes through. Pockets, I don't know if they work. No, they do not work, but they've got all this right stitching in the right places. It just looks epic. It looks really nice. Even like the back part here, where you see the wash, the acid wash there again. It looks really nice. Looks really good. Nothing to complain about. Nothing to really boast about either. But it looks exactly like how it was meant to look in the movie, and I love it. Alrighty, here we have the top half of him. Top half looks good. Exactly how it's meant to look in the movie too. The only thing that I would have liked is it does have it very, very faintly, but a big sweat patch down here that kind of loops around his neck. I would have liked it if it was slightly darker. It is there, but it's very hard to notice. But it looks good. It looks really nice. I do like some of the weathering in it. All these holes here and like down here and here. Some on the sleeves here look really nice. I do like that. The hoodie looks good too. I like the little tassels. The tassels actually work, which is pretty cool. The only problem I have is like when you put the hoodie on. They did make it able to, you know, use the hoodie, which is cool. But when you put it on, it's like, boom. Look at this thing. It's huge. But yeah, other than that, it's cool. Like if you want to have him kind of Assassin's Creed like almost, or I did find a way to do it where you kind of tuck the back into his shirt like this. It makes it look slightly more natural, and you get to have a bit of a better hood, you know. Not as good, but still better. But yeah, I wouldn't display him with the hood anyway. The hood is huge. That's the only problem I have. I do like the beads and the bracelets that he has on his wrist here. Really cool. You got this like braided looking one, and then you got these little beads. Looks really cool, really nice, accurate to the game, to the movie as well, which is cool. I do like that, and I like the fact that the transformation hand is on this side, so you can still see that detail. I do like that. I love the working pockets. The pockets are really nice. I love the fact that they do work. Very good, very epic. I honestly couldn't say anything that noticeably bad about this figure. The only thing that I do have a problem with is it doesn't come with a stand. The stand I have him on now is just like a knockoff cheap one that I bought from eBay for my Spider-Man Peter Parker figure back there. But other than that, like I don't really have too many issues with this figure. The ankles are so loose, and it doesn't come with a stand. That's the only problem. If you get the standard version, you might have an issue posing him because of that situation. But I have him kind of hooked onto some of the tendrils of the big Venom symbiote accessory. Other than that, like it's a pretty epic figure. Like, it's really good. For a third party, I think it's near perfect. It's excellent. Alrighty, here we have a close-up of the head sculpt, and it is awesome in all its glory and gooey goodness. It looks epic. Like, look at those teeth. They're so intricate, so detailed. Similar to the head sculpt of Eddie Brock and the half-turned Venom. It's like one layer of just sculpted teeth, and then another layer on top with singular strands of teeth in the gums. And it turned out really cool, very accurate to the movie, you know? And you can see the gum stretching all the way through. This is all just black, white, and this off-color cream, as well as like the teeth color and then the gums. And it looks really nice, looks very menacing. That grin is just so epic, you know? So I'll put the comparisons of the two head sculpts here, and as you can see, there's just that slight more detail in the half head sculpt. I think this is more accurate to the movie and like slimy glossy effect of it, but it still looks really cool, really epic, and they both do have better or good traits from the movie, which is really cool, really awesome. But I think this swirl up here is slightly too thick now that I think about it. And the gloss on this isn't as good. But it's still like really good, and I do like having both of them displayed. But yeah, it looks really nice, really cool, really menacing, and just all nasty and goopy. I love it. Really, really cool. Rightio, here is the absolute biggest accessory I have ever received with a 1/4 or 1/6 scale figure. This thing is huge. It just fits under these cabinets here. And it is epic. I love this thing. First off, look how glossy it is. Like, it is so shiny with all the lights reflecting off of it. You guys can see how reflective this surface is. And it looks wet and nasty and gross. This never actually happened in the movie. You never saw this huge mass like this come up and consume Eddie, which is okay. Like, I don't mind. It is just really cool. I cannot stress how cool this is. So there is some articulation with this guy. It's just his head kind of on a ball joint. You can move it slightly, but only just. You can't really move it that much, purely because of how thick the neck part here is, if you were to call it a neck part. But yeah, it's very cool, and the Venom face itself looks awesome. And there's also a few other Venom faces here. You've got a little one over here, and a little one with a tongue sticking out here, and I think that's all of them. So overall, 3 heads. There's a few seam line issues that I have with this, but other than that, they covered it up okay, and just because of the mass of this and the size of it, you don't see it all that much. And considering that it's just one big goopy, tendrily mess, you don't see it that much. So there's like a hollow section here, and there's hollow sections throughout all of it. It's just amazing what they did here, and why they did it, no idea. But it is one of those things that really emphasize on how good some third-party companies can be. Alright, well, thank you for watching another one of my reviews, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys haven't picked this guy up, definitely do. But yeah, I ended up getting it, and I don't regret it. The fact that my missus helped me out too, which I can be eternally grateful for. I really do enjoy it, and yeah, I'm glad I got him. I'm glad he fits in the back here too. Put him up there with the DVD showing what movie it's from. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching my review. Check out some of my other videos, and we've got 12 subscribers, so thank you everyone for your support. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.